Hi, everybody. This is John Fanta with Fox Sports and the Big East Digital Network.
Hi, this is Brad Sham, voice of the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Pranica of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
Hi, this is Chuck Swirsky with the Chicago Bulls, our flagship station, 670 The Score.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN.
This is Tom Hart at ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
And welcome back to Ouachita Baseball here from Rab Rogers Field. Before we're going to send you to this game against the Northwestern Oklahoma State Rangers, we caught up with Weston Bailey earlier, a member of this Ouachita baseball team, and he got to talk to Joseph Bolin, one of the starters on this team. Today will be an integral part to this lineup. So we're going to send it over to Weston and Joseph in just a second.
Welcome back to episode 3 of Around the Horn. My name is Weston Bailey. Here with me is junior catcher and outfielder Joseph Bolin. And so, Joseph, I just want to talk to you a little bit about how last year you kind of just popped onto the scene and you became an everyday player at about the halfway point, or maybe even a little bit earlier than that. And obviously, you've been an everyday and vital player for us this year. How has it been being an everyday player last year on an older team and being a younger guy versus this year being one of the older guys on a lot younger team?
Yeah, I mean, it's been good. It's been a lot of fun. Last year coming in, I didn't have a lot in the savings account, as some would say, but I got out there and I was just able to do my job, and that's kind of something that I was really proud of, is getting out there and just doing my job. And this year it's been a little bit different, having a younger team. We've got some guys that they need to learn a little bit about college baseball, and so
100%.
There's a lot more teaching that goes along with it throughout this year, and it's been a challenge up to this point, but we like challenges around here. So
that's baseball, is challenges, and I think me and you can both attest to that, to what our seasons have been like this far. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk about that a little bit so far. Like, what has your season been like so far individually?
As an individual, it's kind of been a letdown for me. I mean, I had really high expectations this year coming off of last year, and you know, it's kind of how baseball goes. There's ups and downs, ebbs and flows, and I think this year has just been a testament to why I play this game, is to have a little bit of a challenge and see how well I can build off of it.
Yeah, and I think that's a phenomenal answer. And baseball is more than just your physical performance. And I think part of your growing pains and all the older guys, and our class specifically, has been learning that it's more than just our ability on the field, but how we can affect these younger guys, you know, more mentally, and let them grow too. The last thing I ask everybody that comes on is, what has been your favorite memory, baseball related or not, since you've been a Tiger?
Man, I think just the guys that are on the team. I've gotten to know 5 really good dudes, and I mean, our relationships have all grown, and it's just been a great place to come here and get better at baseball and also become a man.
Couldn't have said it better myself. That's it for episode 3. Look forward to seeing you all for episode 4.
And thank you, Weston. And Weston is one of the pitchers on this team, part of this strong Ouachita bullpen this year. And then Joseph Bolin, you're going to see him later today take to the plate and behind the dish at the catcher position. Now, as you see at home plate, we've got the meeting between Coach Luke Howard and head coach for Northwestern Oklahoma State, Ryan Bowen, in his 8th season. Now, we're going to take a quick break, and after that, we'll introduce the lineups for you before the start of this GAC conference game here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm Attorney Taylor King. For years, you've heard us say we'll be on your side, by your side.
I'm Attorney Austin King. At Taylor King Law, we stand by that promise.
And I'm Attorney Maggie King Davis. I'm proud to be a part of a team of dedicated professionals who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side when you need us most.
If you've been injured, contact the Taylor King Law Firm.
And we, and more, will be on your side, by your side.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
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 Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita. Ouachita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Owned by OBU alumni, Java Primo is the official coffee house of Ouachita Tiger football. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. Try our great options at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and don't forget about our amazing desserts. Also, shop Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who is an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation, with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission, or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
Starting lineups being introduced here from Rab Rogers Field as we near the start of Game 1 here in this 3-game series between the Ouachita Tigers and Northwestern Oklahoma State Rangers here in the Great American Conference. We'll introduce you to both teams' lineups. First, we'll start off with the visiting Northwestern Oklahoma State. Batting first is Dylan Bradford, followed up by Carson Wright and Connor Green to start off inning number 1. Behind them will be Chad Green, Gavin Mendoza, Hagan Barcelo, Chase Gordon, Colby Grace, and Harley Schaefer. The pitcher for the Rangers today will be Logan Sandoval. And looking at Ouachita, this team that'll be running out in the field in just a little bit, looking in the field. Pitching today, the man on the mound will be Chase Oberle. Looking at him on the season, he's got a 3.48 ERA and one of the top pitchers in the Great American Conference. Now in the infield and first base, it'll be Kendall Cassidy. At second base, it'll be Reese McWilliams. And at third, it'll be Garrett Graham. The man at shortstop is Wesley Scott. Good old reliable there. Out in the outfield, left field will be Austin Gathright. Center field will be Isaac Now. And out in right field will be the freshman Cade Bowman. The man behind the dish, like we said earlier, is Joseph Bolin. And that makes up for an exciting lineup, but a few adjustments. One thing you want to look at, Kendall Cassidy, typically the southpaw pitcher, now taking to the infield. He'll be at first base this season, and we saw a spectacular hitting performance from him just 2 days ago in the midweek game against Arkansas Monticello. He picked up 3 hits in that game, and we'll see what he can do at the plate today. Meanwhile, Isaac Now, coming off a week last week where he was able to bring his batting average up to now the lead on the team at 344 and one of the better hitters in this conference. Also in that 9-hole, Cade Bowman, it'll be interesting to see what he does. Not one of the more typical players in this lineup, but hasn't gotten too many appearances at the plate, only 59 at-bats on the year. Now, before the game starts, we're going to send it over to Brian Ramsey for the pregame prayer, and then following with the national anthem.
Today we pray for a spirit of sportsmanship for both of these teams in this great game of baseball. God, more than anything, we thank you for sending your son to die on a cross for us and bringing him back to live forever and giving us the Holy Spirit alongside him. God, we also pray that everything that we do, think, and say today, that we glorify you for your kingdom's sake. We pray all of these things in Jesus' name, amen. I invite you to please remain standing as we honor America and those who serve it for the playing of our national anthem.
You see that excellent drone footage from one of our own directors, Gavin Wallace. Want to thank him for just the production quality today. Also want to thank other directors, Priscilla Leverett and Chloe Velleman, for helping us along today. Also want to thank our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. It's been a great Holy Week, and with Sunday finishing off with Easter, it's something that all Christians and all followers of Christ alike will come together and celebrate the death and resurrection of our Lord and Savior. Now looking a little bit into Chase Oberly on the season, the man that you see on the mound, the right-handed pitcher. He's 3-4 in winning decisions on the year, and hold up for a second here. He's pitched 72 in a third innings, one of the highest numbers in the GAC. And he will take to the mound again today. We'll see how far he gets. Last time he was up there, he was able to get through just about 8 innings, and we'll see if he can keep himself under that triple-digit number. Meanwhile, you look at this Northwestern Oklahoma State team. They've got a strong start to this lineup with Dylan Bradford, Carson Wright, and Connor Green. Look at Bradford, he's batting .352 on the year. And then Carson Wright, look at him on the year as well. He's batting .341. And then the man to look out for in this lineup, though, is going to be Chase Gordon in that 7 hole. Looking at him on the year, he's batting .391. Yes, folks, I said .391. That is the highest number in the GAC. And he will be going up against Oberly, and we'll see what the senior pitcher can give to him. But first, we'll start off in the 1 hole with Dylan Bradford, the center fielder for the Rangers. Native of Tucson, Arizona, transfer from Cochise Junior College. The first pitch for Oberly will go a little too far beyond the box. He's going to get a piece of that one. Is it going to get down? And it will not. Looks like that time it'll land into the Ouachita bullpen, where there is no action, obviously, up to this point. Oberly is up to just about 2 pitches on the game. Oberly delivers that one too high. Looking at a 2-1 count here for the senior. Bradford, he'll get a piece of that one and put it off to the left side into foul territory. Two count, Oberly 1 strike away. Bradford, he'll get a big chunk of that one and put it down in shallow right field. That's a base hit to start the game for the Rangers. And they've got a man on first now with the 2 hole, Carson Wright, coming up to the plate.
Left fielder Carson Wright.
The freshman native of Bellevue, Bellevue, Nebraska, excuse me. And Carson, not Carson Wright, is a freshman for this Ranger team. Oberly wants to check on the runner on first. And he'll find the bottom corner of the zone that time. So he finds himself in a very advantageous position at 0-2 in the count. Oberly being cautious with Dylan Bradford. He leads this NWOSU team with 7 stolen bases on the season. That's a swing and a miss for Bradford. Excuse me, swing and a miss for Wright. And Oberly, he'll pick up his first K of the game.
First baseman, Connor Green.
He'll get a big piece of that one, and it won't get down in time. The grab is able to be made out in right field by Cade Bowman. You see the wind really picking up here, that
Right
dust.
fielder, Chad Green.
Out in the warning track, starting to get blown up and around the outfield, but Bowman able to push that off and make the catch. 1 out to go here for the Tigers. Oberly, he'll put that breaking ball right in the middle of the zone, and that'll be the first strike of the count here. He'll pop that one up. Is it playable? And it just is not. It's going to go foul off to the right side. Kendall Cassidy and Joseph Bolin both making the move over, thinking maybe they could get to it, but the wind looked like it maybe had a part carrying it just a little too far. One-two pitch for Oberly. And that one just a little too far to the outside. Still 2-2 for Oberly, just a little bit more breathing room. That'll be low and outside. So now full count. Something's got to give. A strike ends off the frame for the Tigers. Meanwhile, a ball will put a runner into scoring position. That's a swing, and it's going to go far out into center field, but Isaac now able to get up and under it for the out. Tigers relinquish a base hit, but besides that, they keep Northwestern Oklahoma State off the board, and we'll be back as the Tigers take to the plate here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
That's a timeout on betting. It completely changed the game, and you didn't even notice. Let me break it down for you. Betting ads are applying full court pressure and getting you to play the game. Many of you are falling for it and losing big money. Addiction is happening in some more than others. Now players are getting harassed by bettors. And we all know that's not how the game is won. So it's on us to be good teammates and draw the line to stay ahead of betting consequences.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
Logan Sandoval up on the mound for the Rangers to start off this game. The freshman with a 5.52 ERA on the season is making his 4th start of the season. He's 3-1 in winning decisions, so I'd like those odds if I'm a first-year player for this team. He'll go up against a Ouachita lineup, but we'll look at the Ouachita batting order. Leading off is Isaac Now, followed by Wesley Scott and Kendall Cassidy. Behind them will be Garrett Graham, Jackson Jester, Reese McWilliams, Austin Gathright, Joseph Bolin, and Cade Bowman. Now in the field for Northwestern Oklahoma State. At first base, it'll be Connor Green. Second base, Hagen Barcelo. Third base, Colby Grace. And at shortstop will be Harley Schaefer. Meanwhile, in the outfield, in left field will be Carson Wright. Center field, Dylan Bradford. And right field will be Chad Green. The man behind the dish for the Rangers is Chase Gordon. And here's Isaac now for the Tigers. For the first swings of the game for Ouachita today. Now he's going to put that one down out in left center field, and he'll get himself a base hit to start off this inning.
Now batting the shortstop, Wesley Scott.
After the easy base hit for now, here's Wesley Scott batting .321 on the season. The sophomore switch hitter, he'll be batting left-handed here. He's going to bunt it off to the left side. Can he make it to first in time? He cannot, but he will move Isaac now into scoring position, so the sac bunt does go his way. And now that sets up Kendall Cassidy.
Kendall Cassidy.
On Tuesday, this man could not run from a hit as he picked up 3 hits in his first 3 at-bats of the game. We'll see what he does here against the freshman pitcher. He'll find the top corner of the zone there. And he'll take a hard hit to the glute there as he takes first base. And man, you could hear that one.
Now batting third baseman, Garrett Graham.
Doesn't even take a second to make sure if he's okay. He just makes the run to first base, and you've got to credit him that time for that. Here in the 4-hole, here's Garrett Graham. And the breaking ball somehow finds the zone. Excellent pitching that time from Sandoval. That'll be strike one, making the count 0-1. And the fastball right down the middle. And Graham, 0-2 count here for him. 1 out on the board. We'll see what he does. And that's the backwards K for Sandoval as Garrett Graham will walk back to the dugout without taking a single swing in that at-bat.
Now batting designated hitter, Jackson Jester.
Now up to the plate, designated hitter Jackson Jester. On the season, he's got 28 hits and his batting average is .295. The native of Pottsboro, Texas. He's going to put that one down, but second baseman for the Rangers, Hagen Barcelo, able to make the easy play, and that'll finish off the inning for the Rangers. Ouachita had a runner on second, but 2 straight at-bats with nothing unable to go for them, and it'll still remain 0-0 here at Rab Rogers Field on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
Welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Up to the plate now for the Rangers, number 5, Gavin Mendoza, the senior out of Erie, Colorado. Mendoza, a 4-year player for this Ranger team, now in his 4th season. Mendoza, he'll have some power on that one, but it'll curl off into foul territory. 1-1 count. And the breaking ball for Oberle will go just a little high that time. Can't find the zone. He'll foul that off in the same direction, off to the left side, and now 2 strikes on the board. 2-2 count here. And just nearly misses it going down the first baseline. Mendoza guarding the plate there, fouling it off. And just missed it that time as he'll foul it off behind him. That one will go straight to third baseman Garrett Graham, and he makes the crossfield throw for the first out of the inning. Good piece of fielding that time by Graham.
Barcelo.
Breaking ball will go outside for the first one for Oberle. He'll get a piece of it, but foul it off behind him. And he gets a big piece of that one, and he'll put it down deep into left center field for the base hit. Credit Barcelo that time, able to crank it out into the outfield where no one was. The swinging bunt that time, Cassidy, he'll just grab it and tag first. That does advance Barcelo to second and into scoring position. Now up, here's number 28, Colby Grace. Credit the swinging bunt that time by Chase Gordon. Breaking ball will miss outside for Oberle. 2-0 count for the senior. 2 outs on the board, Tigers 1 away. And that one will speed right down the middle. And he's going to round the third base, and he'll touch home. Hagen Barcelo will score first for the Rangers, and they'll go up 1-0 here in the second.
Harley Schaefer.
Credit the RBI to Colby Grace, and now here's the 9-hole Harley Schaefer. And that one right down the middle again for another base hit. This Ranger team finding the exact right gap
Center fielder
twice in a row now. As the lineup now turns over, here's Dylan Bradford once again. Last time he was at the plate, it was a base hit. Breaking ball will get loose. Off to the outside and top. .2-0 here for Oberle. And that's going to merit a mound visit for pitching coach Dave Brown. Wants to go make sure Oberle's all right, especially with a pitcher like Oberle, not a position at all whatsoever that you think about switching him out right now, but just want to make sure that everything's all right for him. And as you see, that's a very quick visit for Coach Brown. And Oberle, he's proved himself this season that he can get himself out of problems like this on the year. Oberle 4th in the Great American Conference in earned run average with 3.48. So this is not just some pitcher that's having a bad afternoon. Just a slump that Oberle's battled out of before. And that one's going to go far out into the outfield, but Isaac now has to just take a few steps, and he'll make the grab. Tigers relinquish their first run of the game, and they trail 1-0 as they head back to the plate here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
On campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
Whether you realize it or not, you see the work of Bats and Signs all around Arkadelphia. When you see the Badger equipment trailer on the way to a Badger game, Bats and Signs did that. When you're watching the Badgers, Tigers, or Reddies and see the signage that just really makes their facilities pop, Bats and Signs did that too. You see the signage in downtown Arkadelphia, on the campuses of Ouachita and Henderson, or the sign in your neighbor's yard supporting a candidate or their favorite Badger? Yep, Bats and Sign did that too. Longtime residents and supporters of all things Arkadelphia, call Mark, Jared, Chris, or Ryan at Bats and Signs today to see what they can do for you.
Back from Rab Rogers Field after Northwestern Oklahoma State takes the lead in the top of the second. And now here for the bottom, taking back to the mound is Logan Sandoval. Tigers had something going in that first inning, just unable to make anything happen with it after 2 straight goose eggs from the plate. Looking to change the tide. Here's Reese McWilliams up to the plate.
Batting for the Tigers, second baseman Reese McWilliams.
On the year, he's batting .294, and he has got 10 RBIs. He's going to pop that one up into shallow right field, and the grab is made. Credit center fielder Dylan Bradford for getting the fly out there. So now one out on the board. Here's Austin Gathright.
Austin Gathright.
Gathright, a native of Frisco, Texas. I feel like I know someone from there. And Sandoval, he'll put that one right down the middle. Gathright showing bunt, but he'll pull back. It's 2 strikes in a row for Sandoval, so now Gathright, he'll have to be more cautious. Can't find the zone that time, and Gathright will wisely watch it go past. And the breaking ball will get too far outside, so now 2-2 is the count. Sandoval 1 strike away from out number 2 here. Gathright, he'll get a piece of it, but it looks like it'll get right down into the glove of center fielder Dylan Bradford. That's 2 putouts in a row for him, after Ouachita just cannot seem to miss that center field. Now here's the man you saw on your screens earlier being interviewed by Weston Bailey. Here's Joseph Boland, the man that has spent some time behind the dish today at catcher. Fastball will go high for Sandoval. And he'll swing on it. And they're going to call that one an out. Reaching for it that time was Connor Green, and he stumbled off the base, but the umpire is going to say that he had the grip of the ball before he slipped off. Tigers go scoreless and hitless here in the second, as Northwestern will take to the plate after the break here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Tigers cannot match Northwestern in the second inning, so they still trail by 1 as the Rangers will take back to the plate. Starting off the inning for the Rangers will be Carson Wright out of the 2-hole, followed up by Connor Green and Chad Green in the 3 and 4 holes respectively. Oberle still up on the mound for the boys in white today.
Rangers, left fielder Carson Wright.
That's a swing and a miss to start off the count for Wright. Oh, 0-2 pitch here for Oberle. He'll swing on it. Cassidy, he'll make the grab, and they're going to say he was safe. Oberle unable to put his foot on the base in time. And maybe just a lapse in concentration that time leads to a man on base for the Rangers. They are going to call that one a hit. So the Rangers up to 5 hits today. Oberle, the breaking ball, gets loose out to the outside. Umpire going to say it hit the ground before it went into the infield, so he'll call that one a foul. One count here for Oberle. And a costly break for the Tigers there. Just thought they had the easy out, but Oberle just did not get his foot on the base in time. Breaking ball will go too far inside. And he'll foul it off behind him. That's going to send Wright back to first base. He was making the attempt to steal second. Freshman Connor Green here, the first baseman up to bat. 2-2 pitch for Oberle. That one will go low, so it's a full count here for the senior. He's going to call time. Big position here for the Tigers. Green, that one will bounce off the mound. Double play opportunity for the Tigers, and it's made. Good piece of fielding that time to McWilliams. Who gets it to Scott, who gets it to Cassidy at first. And now that's 2 outs after 1 play. And no man on base to see for the Rangers. Finds the bottom of the zone for this first strike of the count. And he'll get a piece of it. Scott has to make the throw, and it's made. Tigers make a clinic out of first base, getting 2 out of their 3 outs from there in the inning. And they keep the Rangers scoreless here in the third as they take to the plate after the break on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me if I'm really free. Take me down to the river and walk.
Starting off the inning for Ouachita. Following the break is Cade Bowman out of the 9-hole before the lineup will turn over to Isaac Now and Wesley Scott. The leadoff hitter out of Little Rock, Arkansas. He's got 11 hits on the season.
Batting for the Tigers, right fielder Cade Bowman.
Going for at-bat number 60 on the year here. He's batting 186 on the year. And Bowman, he gets a good chunk of that one, but it looks like it's going to go right to the glove of Carson Wright, and he's made a clinic out of that glove out in center field.
Now batting center fielder Isaac Nowell.
On the day, Carson Wright, Dylan Bradford, he's up to 3 putouts on the afternoon, and that's just been credit to Ouachita finding the ball going out there many times. That breaking ball is going to go too far outside to start the count for now. After his last base hit to start off the game, he's knocking on the door of a .350 batting average at .349. And maybe that breaking ball might have gotten caught up in the wind a little bit or something, as it'll go very far off to the outside. Sandoval 2-1 pitch. Now we'll watch it go by him on the inside. Finds the zone, and now we've got a full count. Something's got to give here for Sandoval. Now he'll put it down in the infield. And off the bounce, the grab can't be made. Harley Schaefer threw that one just a little bit low beyond the grasp of Connor Green. And now we'll be safe at first.
The shortstop, Wesley Scott.
With 1 out on the board and a man on first, here's now Wesley Scott. They are going to credit now with the hit on that play. After Schaefer did have to make quite the play to be able to get on top of it there. It's a swing and a miss for Scott. Last time he was up at the plate, it was a fly out to center field. Swinging bunt for Scott. And practically just about what he did last time he was at the plate. He'll advance now to second. Didn't look like that's what he wanted there, but nevertheless a runner in scoring position with 2 outs on the board as Scott will head back to the dugout. Now here's Kendall Cassidy. He was hit by the last pitch that he saw from the plate. Native of Burleson, Texas. Started off this season as mainly a lefty pitcher, but has now just recently found himself as a more regular part of this Ouachita batting order. Here's Sandoval, 1-1 pitch. Cassidy will swing and foul it off to the left side. Swing and a miss for Cassidy, and he's going to walk back to the dugout along with his teammate Isaac now, as the Tigers unable to get anything to go here in the third. Now Northwestern will head back up to the plate in the fourth here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
If you want to win in every arena of college life, go D2. Make it yours.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
(1-0) here in favor of Northwestern. As we come back from the break, Chase Oberle back up for his fourth inning of work here at Rab Rogers Field. Going up against Gavin Mendoza of the Rangers. Mendoza, he'll pop that one into the infield, and Reese McWilliams able to make the grab. Out number one of the inning.
Hagen Barcelo.
Now here's Hagen Barcelo. He picked up a hit last time he was at the plate. Oh, 2 count for Oberle. Last time Barcelo made contact with the ball, it was a hit to left center field. Swing and a miss for Barcelo, and that's another strikeout for Oberle in this one. He's got 2.
Now batting the catcher, Chase Gordon.
Catcher Chase Gordon now up to the plate. Coming into this game, he was the leader in the Great American Conference in batting average at .391. I want to go high for Oberle. This Northwestern Oklahoma State team has a plethora of good hitters. Gordon, one of them, but also Connor Green in the top 8 in the conference in batting average. Swing and a miss that time for Gordon, so 2-1 here for Oberle. Gordon to go with that .391 batting average is 5th in the conference in on-base percentage, just under 50% at 49.1. And just missed it that time. It'll foul off behind him. Full count with 2 outs. Oberle, a strike here ends the inning. And a ball will send the batter to first. Guarding the plate that time is Gordon. Three-two pitch. And Oberle, the backwards K in second of the inning. is going to send us to another break. Tigers keep the Rangers off the bases in the 4th, and now they've got a chance to take the lead or tie it here in the next frame on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Even the mighty might not see it coming. It's prediabetes, and it captures 1 in 3 adults. But you can escape. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test to know where you stand and prevent or delay type 2 diabetes. Be your own hero on smartphones everywhere at doihaveprediabetes.org.
For years, we've said we'll be on your side, by your side.
We all stand by that promise.
And I'm proud to be a part of a team of attorneys who are prepared
to be on your side and by your side.
So if you've been injured,
we'll be on your side, by your side.
And Sandoval getting some more warm-up pitches for his 4th inning of work now. Hoping to keep the Tigers off the board and keep the lead are the Rangers. Garrett Graham will be leading off for Ouachita, followed up by Jackson Jester and Reese McWilliams in the inning. Looking at that last frame for Ouachita, it was an expert pitching performance for Chase Oberle. He picked up the strikeout swinging for the 2nd out of the inning, and then the final one that dealt the finishing blow and retired the side was the backwards K, getting the strikeout looking. Oberle now up to 3 of those in the game. Sandoval, meanwhile, with 2. The catcher Gordon, he'll make his throw to second, and we're just about to get underway here with the bottom of the 4th.
Garrett Graham.
Graham, he'll swing on it. Playable position, and it's made. Credit the speed and power from Harley Schaefer to make the play at first. Graham will head to the dugout, and that'll set up Jackson Jester out of the 5-hole.
Jester.
That one will find the inside corner of the zone. Jester, last time he was at the plate, it was a throw out at first. And Sandoval, once again, he'll find the zone. Just putting it right exactly where Jester does not want it, that inside bottom corner. Jester, he'll swing on it, guarding the plate, and that one's going to foul off far into foul territory. Looks like it will hit the top of the field house over there. That one with some speed, and it's going to get past the 3rd baseman for Northwestern, and Jester, he'll get himself a base hit. Some much needed action for Ouachita as Jester will take first base. Now with just 1 out in the inning, we'll see what Reese McWilliams can do to respond. Sandoval, that fastball will go low. Once again, it cannot find the zone. Sandoval trying to find the corners here, but so far the umpire not giving him much leeway. That one catcher will lose it on the ground for a second, but not enough for Jester to think about a steal. And that time the Blazer right down the middle is going to make it 3-1. A much needed strike for Sandoval. He's yet to walk a hitter so far today. McWilliams, he'll swing on it and foul it off. And folks, now we've got an even 3-2 count. Credit to the freshman pitcher on his ability to battle back from a 3-0 start. McWilliams, that one's going to get down in the infield, and that'll be another base hit. Just the perfect spin needed to elude the grasp of both the second baseman and right fielder of the Rangers. And Jackson Jester will move himself into scoring position in the base paths as McWilliams will take first base. Now here's Austin Gathright. Freshman out of Frisco, Texas. So far today, in his one at-bat, it was a fly out to center field. Sandoval, he'll find the bottom of the zone that time. He'll swing on it. Double play opportunity here. And they're going to call him out at first base. Gathright thought he had him by a half step, but the umpire is going to signal the out, and that's the end of the inning. Ouachita had something going there, just unable to make it to third, and then the double play is the killer for them. They trail 1-0 as the Rangers head back to the plate here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Hey world, I have a quick message. It's about safe driving. All right, let's go. Anytime you're driving, have the seatbelt buckled tight. Both hands on the wheel and your phone out of sight. When not in your hand trying to text somebody back. Because if you do, your car might get smacked. The moral of the story, just put your phone down. The people on the road will stay safe and sound. Put your phone down, put your phone down. People on the road will stay safe and sound. Yeah.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. There are so many threats to IT these days, and we're here to help protect your data and devices. We're also by your side when things simply go wrong, whether it's servers crashing or printers breaking. We cover it all for our clients in all types of businesses. And with over 80 years of history in Arkansas, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. Sign up for a free consultation at captg.com.
Up to the plate to lead off the inning for Northwestern Oklahoma State. It'll be number 28 out of the 8-hole, Colby Grace, followed up by shortstop Harley Schaefer. And then the lineup will turn over as Dylan Bradford will take to the plate.
The Rangers, third baseman.
Those are your first three in the inning here for Northwestern. He's going to pop that one up into shallow right field. Cade Bowman, he'll make the move forward and make the grab. Good start to the inning for Ouachita. Senior pitcher Chase Oberle coming off an expert performance in that last frame where he was on defense. 2 straight strikeouts, which was the death blow for the Rangers to end the inning. And that breaking ball going to find the top of the zone for Oberle. And a spectacular pitch by the senior, and he's going to find the zone on yet another changeup. That swing is going to go right to the glove of McWilliams, who makes the easy throw and out to Cassidy at first. That's 2 quick and easy outs for Ouachita. And now the lineup turns over. Here's senior Dylan Bradford looking to make something out of this 2-out so far inning. He's going to foul that one off to the left side and just barely isn't playable. Garrett Graham might have thought it was there. He looked like he was willing to jump over the fence to make the grab. Umpire will go over to check on him, but he's going to make the easy walk back to his third base position. Swing and a miss. Oberle now 1 strike away. They're going to say he fouled that one, just barely chipping a piece of it. So Bradford, he'll guard home plate that time. Once again, he'll just miss it off behind him. And Oberle, the backwards K, is yet again going to spell the end of the inning. Spectacular piece of pitching by Oberle is going to keep Northwestern off the board once again. They still lead 1-0. Ouachita looking to change that in the next frame here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In the number 2 position on our top 30 countdown this week, here's In Your Hands. Hey, are you trying to kill us both?
What?
Are you aware that on average there are almost 10 texting and driving deaths each day?
No, that's awful.
Yeah, it is awful, so don't do it. The text can wait.
Thanks.
Anytime. And now...
Remember, the text can wait.
NCAA athletes don't just compete, they make history. Representing our nation with pride and excellence, they bring home the hardware. Our college campuses serve as training grounds for the next generation of stars. Catch tomorrow's Olympians and Paralympians on the NCAA Championship stage today.
Tigers will take to the dish following the break. Leading off the inning for Ouachita, number 16, Joseph Bolin, followed up by Cade Bowman, and then the lineup will turn over to Isaac Now.
Joseph Bolin.
And just like Bolin talked about in that interview before the game, hitting below the Mendoza line this season, not one of his better years at the dish, but Bolin still remains in this lineup due to his ability to be one of the better catchers in the GAC. Also, his big play ability. He has a home run this season, and he is 4th on the team in at-bats. So Coach Luke Howard still has faith that his junior has the ability to be one of the better hitters on this team, just so far not being able to show it yet. He'll start off the count 0-2. He'll watch that one go by. Don't want to go too far outside. Bolin, he'll chop at it. And it's playable at first, and credit that time to shortstop Harley Schaefer making the easy throw to first base.
Now batting right fielder, Cade Bowman.
Now finishing off this lineup, freshman Cade Bowman. He would fly out to center. Last time he was at the plate. We'll see how we can change that here. Sandoval, he'll find the bottom corner of the zone. Native of Little Rock. He'll just miss it that time, and yet another 0-2 count. Former Warrior at Little Rock Christian High School. And Bowman, he'll take a hard pitch to the back. And just like Cassidy did earlier in this one, he's going to run right to first base.
Now batting center fielder, Isaac Nowell.
Now the lineup turns over with Cade Bowman on first, and here's Isaac Nowell. Nowell's had a successful day at the dish. He's had 2 straight hits in a row. Looking for 3 here. And there it is. That's going to get down in right center field. And Bowman, he's going to go for 2. So is Now. Now will slide into second as Cade Bowman is in third. Spectacular position for the Tigers, and Kendall Cassidy will look to take advantage of it with 1 out on the board. Excuse me. It'll be Wesley Scott that will take advantage of it here.
Wesley Scott.
Scott so far today, he had the sacrifice bunt. And Sandoval, he'll make the decision, and he's going to send Scott to first base on the intentional walk. So now base is loaded for Ouachita. Now here's Kendall Cassidy.
Kendall Cassidy.
Interesting decision that time. Definitely not one that goes without merit. Scott on the year. He's got 6 home runs, tied for second on the team. Definitely a guy you don't want to throw the wrong pitch to. Meanwhile, Cassidy, he's got a smaller sample size. He's only had 35 at-bats on the year. This is just his 12th start on the season. That one's going to hit the dirt for Sandoval. Bases loaded for Ouachita. Cassidy, any bit of contact on the ball that gets down will most likely lead to a run for Ouachita. He'll watch that one go low and inside past him. Crucial position here for the Tigers. That one will go high and outside, and now Sandoval already in a pinch. Now he's got 3 balls on the board, and that's going to merit a mound visit. It's not going to be head coach Ryan Bowman, but it will be pitching coach Matthew Bickford. No one warming up in the Ranger bullpen right now. So this is almost just a tune-up for Sandoval. Very crucial position for them, trying not to relinquish the lead. This game and this series as a whole, very important when it comes to stakes in the Great American Conference. Ouachita sitting at 6th in the conference. Meanwhile, Northwestern just one place below them in 7th. So every single game in this series holds just the same amount of weight. Northwestern just one game behind the Tigers. So a win in this series for them would move them into 6th place, meanwhile moving Ouachita down to 7th. And now after the meeting, here is Sandoval. 3-1 count for him. Cassidy, he's going to have contact with it. It will go to the glove of the center fielder, but that is going to bring Cade Bowman home. The sacrifice fly for Kendall Cassidy is going to score for the Tigers, and they've tied it up at 1 here in the 5th.
Now batting third baseman, Garrett Graham.
And now here's another guy that you don't want to throw an easy pitch towards. Garrett Graham, also high in home runs on the season. He's got 6 as well, tied with Scott. So for those keeping track, Isaac Nowell, he's got 7 on the year. Scott and Graham tied with 6 on the year. This Ouachita team has really run through these 3 hitters this season. Graham, he's going to ground that one out to the shortstop. Easy play made at second. So the Tigers unable to take the lead, but the sacrifice fly from Kendall Cassidy is going to tie it up at 1 apiece as we head into the 6th here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
In life, things aren't scripted.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
You can get a lot out of it.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
And the scoreboard looks exactly even. Both teams with 1 run and 5 hits apiece. As now Northwestern will take back to the plate here in the 6th. Leading off for the Rangers, number 31, Carson Wright. Followed by Connor Green and Chad Green. So the trio of freshmen will be the 3 batting in this inning. Green, he'll make contact. Cade Bowman, that's playable for him, and he'll make the grab out in right field. Easy out for Ouachita, and that'll be the first of the inning.
First baseman Connor Green.
And that one's just barely going to move to the outside of the third base bag, so he's going to call that one a foul. Credit the spin on the ball that time. Garrett Graham almost ready to make the difficult throw to Kendall Cassidy at first, but he'll hold up. Rangers will call time here. Now here's Green back up to the plate. 0-1 count. And Oberle, excellent pitch that time, will find the bottom corner of the zone. 1 strike away from out number 2 here. That one just a little high, can't find it. That one will go in the same spot for Oberle. He's just got to move it down just a little bit here if he wants the final strike. 2-2 pitch. Here's the senior Oberle. He'll make contact with it. Here's McWilliams. Easy throw to Cassidy at first. And the Tigers, they've had their way with those ground outs so far. You've got to credit Oberle that time for forcing it off the bat of the Rangers. The senior pitcher now up to 61 pitches in this one, so a little low here for the 6th inning, but that is good news if you're head coach Luke Howard. Still no one warming up in the Ouachita bullpen. Oberle still pitching an excellent game. 2-0 count. Fans of Ouachita maybe wanted that one as a strike, but umpire will say it went too far outside. And he'll foul that one off to the left side. This is Chad Green up to the plate. The 3rd freshman in a row for this Northwestern lineup. One of 5 freshman starters today for the Rangers. And he'll make contact with that one. Isaac now will be the one under it, and he'll make the put out in center field. Quick inning for Ouachita. Oberle only sees 3 batters, and it'll keep it tied at 1 apiece. Ouachita will look to change that as they head to the plate here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Sandoval up on the mound here for his 6th inning of work here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. So far today, he's allowed 5 hits, only walked 1, and he's allowed 1 earned run. That's where the score sits, 1 apiece.
Batting for the Tigers, designated hitter Jackson Jester.
Jester, the leadoff hitter in this inning. Following him up will be Reese McWilliams and Austin Gathright. Jester, that one's got some power, but not the distance. Grab made once again out in center field. Dylan Bradford will get under it. And Bradford, he's just had his fair share of balls out to him in center field. When you look at the fielding statistics, Bradford with 6 putouts out in center field, something you don't typically see from a center fielder. And he'll get a piece of it. McWilliams will, and the throw out at first. Quick inning so far, as that's 2 outs. We'll see if Austin Gathright can change that here as he steps up.
Austin Gathright.
Gathright, he's yet to see a base in this one, grounding out and flying out in his 2 at-bats. He showed bunt, but then he'll let it go past him for a strike. Same thing, Gathright will pull back his bunt, and so now with 2 strikes, you'd have to expect him to not go for the bunt and try to swing on it. And that's exactly what he'll do. He'll foul it off to the left side right on top of the field house. Still no balls in the count. 0-2. Sandoval can't find the zone that time, so it's 1-2. 1-2 pitch. That one too far inside. Gathright wisely will hold up. Gathright, he'll swing on it, make contact. Play can be made. And just unable to get the ball to first base. That second baseman, Hagen Barcelo, it'll take a bounce off the ground, and the grab is not made in time.
Catcher Joseph Bolin.
Now that sets up Joseph Bolin, the junior out of El Dorado, Arkansas. I wonder how many people have gotten their tongues twisted on the word El Dorado. Something that you'll have to wonder about, as that one will foul off below the strike zone for Bolin. Sandoval, he'll check on Gathright at first. Bolin, he'll pull it back. And Gathright somehow will elude the grasp of shortstop Harley Schaefer. Can't get a glove on the freshman, and Gathright miraculously will steal second base that time. What a burglary. Now Bolin staring at a 2-0 count. And that one's got some power, and it's going to get down deep into left center field, and Austin Gathright will score. And Joseph Bolin, he'll pick up RBI number 12 on the season, and in a crucial position for the Tigers. They take the lead here in the 6th. And that risky attempt to steal second base is what started that. Gathright finds himself in scoring position, and then Bolin makes do with what he has, and he'll send Gathright 2 bases. Cade Bowman, he's up at the plate. Last time he was there, he took a shot to the left side of his back. Now an 0-2 count for the freshman. That one will go high right past his face. Bowman will guard the plate that time, fouling it off behind him. And Bowman just checks his swing in time. Umpire has to defer to his first base ump. And he's going to say that he did just in time. And instead of the strikeout for Sandoval, we've got a 2-2 count. Bowman, that one's got some distance, but not enough. Left fielder Carson Wright will get under it, and that will be the end of the inning. Ouachita takes the lead off the Joseph Bolin run batted in, and they lead 2-1 going into the
Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
And Chase Oberly will remain on the mound for Ouachita heading into his 7th inning of work, but we can make a little bit of an update on the Tiger bullpen. Closer Tag Payco getting his first bit of action moving around out there. So if Oberly cannot finish this game, which you have to be sure that if you're Luke Howard, you keep him in if he continues to be lethal like he has. But just in case, you've got the arm of Tag Payco to rely on if something happens. Breaking ball can't find the zone for the first pitch for Oberly. That time Mendoza, he'll foul it off to the left side. And the fastball that time, gonna find the top corner of the zone. Mendoza, he'll make contact with it, and Garrett Graham misses it off the bounce. And Mendoza, he'll take first base.
Second baseman.
That time just looked like Graham knew where it was going to go, but then maybe just a spin off the bounce that time gets it to elude his grasp. And a lucky break that time for Mendoza. And now Northwestern, they've got the game-tying run on the bases. And it looks like it's going to be a substitution for a runner. Coming in for Mendoza, number 22, Porter Pittman, senior out of Eastvale, California.
Pinch running for the Rangers at first base, number 22, Porter Pittman.
Porter Pittman 1 for 1 on stolen base attempts this year. So not a huge sample size, but we'll see what Oberly does with him here. Oberly now facing off against Hagen Barcelo, the senior out of the 6 hole. He'll check on Pittman over on first. Barcelo, he'll make contact, but it'll go off to the right for foul. One pitch. Breaking ball finds the zone. He'll make contact with it. Wesley Scott, double play opportunity, and he gets it. A sophomore shuffle that time, grabs it, touches second, and gets the throw to first.
Now batting the catcher, Chase Gordon.
Two outs on the board here as stepping up to the plate is Chase Gordon. We've already mentioned his elite hitting prowess coming into this one. Oberly, that one will hit the dirt. And breaking ball just barely finds the zone. Credit to Oberly that time. The near miss finds the top corner. And so now one strike away from retiring the side. So far today, it's been an excellent defensive performance for Ouachita. They've relinquished just one run. And the umpire, he'll shake his head, signaling a ball that time. Ouachita crowd is not happy. Full count here for the senior. Looking for the put-out pitch. He'll swing on it and foul it off to the left side. That's a drop third strike. Bolin, he'll make the throw to first. And that signals the end of the sixth. Ouachita will continue its defensive masterclass. They've relinquished just one run as they lead 2-1 here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who is an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Ouachita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Ouachita and its mission or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
That's a timeout on betting. It completely changed the game, and you didn't even notice. Let me break it down for you. Betting ads are applying full court pressure and getting you to play the game. Many of you are falling for it and losing big money. Addiction is happening in some more than others. Now players are getting harassed by bettors. And we all know that's not how the game is won. So it's on us to be good teammates and draw the line to stay ahead of betting consequences.
New pitcher on the mound for Northwestern. And so that means it'll be the day for Logan Sandoval. Trying to catch a glimpse at the number on the back of his jersey, but just for some reason he will not turn my way. So for now, this pitcher is going to be in A. But this Northwestern pitching room has had a good defensive performance today. They have only relinquished 2 runs. Looks like it's going to be number 16, Dawson Toborg, on the season. The native of Muscatine, Iowa. Looking at Toborg, he's got a 5.45 ERA. This will be appearance number 17 for him on the year, and he's 2-1 in winning decisions. He's got 33 appearances on the year, so if he finishes this one out, he will finish off with 36 on the season. Toborg, a transfer from Southeastern Iowa Community College. Toborg, he's going to face off against the first 3 for Ouachita. Leadoff hitter Isaac Nowell, followed up by Wesley Scott, and then Kendall Cassidy.
Batting for the Tigers, center fielder Isaac Nowell. And now pitching for Northwestern, number 16, Dawson Coburg.
Coburg, the right-handed pitcher. Here's his first pitch of the game. Now he'll make contact off to the left side into foul territory. And when you hear fans yelling, "Let's go, Isaac," for a second here up in the booth, I feel a little bit of pride for myself, and then I realize a man sharing my name is up in the box right now. Coburg, that one, he's gonna defer to his first base ump. They're gonna say he did check his swing in time, so that'll go low and outside for a ball. Pitching has been vital in this game. A 2-1 score really does signal a pitcher's duel. As first it was Sandoval versus Oberle. Now Coburg, he'll take over the reins and battle up against the senior. Ouachita also on the verge of possibly making a switch at pitcher. Remains to be seen what they'll do in the following 8th inning. Now he makes contact and just cannot make the full grab. Harley Schaefer, he'll bobble it as now will take first.
Now batting the shortstop, Wesley Scott.
Wesley Scott, now he'll take to the plate. Last time we saw Scott up at the plate, we didn't. He was intentionally walked, which would lead to the first score of the game for Ouachita. Scott, he's got 45 hits on the season, second on the team this year. And Coburg, that's 3 times in a row he can't find the zone, so a 3-0 count here. Wesley Scott, he's yet to swing during this plate appearance. And Coburg, that one will hit the dirt. And so now Ouachita, they've got 2 runners on base at first and second, and Isaac now, he'll inch his way onto second and into scoring position.
Cassidy.
Now here's Kendall Cassidy. Last time he was at the plate, he made the sacrifice fly that would tie the game up. He'll show bunt. It's going to pop up and he'll make the catch. Cassidy just didn't get the part of the bat he wanted, and inching up after he saw the bunt was Colby Grace.
Now batting third baseman.
He'll be right there in time to make it. That's the first out of the inning. Now here's the cleanup batter, Garrett Graham. Native of Abilene, Texas, transfer from Paris JUCO. Breaking ball will miss inside. 2-0 start here for Toborg. Graham, he'll get a piece of it, foul it off behind him. Umpire going to signal that one as a ball. Toborg's breaking ball can't find the zone and it'll miss outside. 3-1 count. Toborg in danger of loading the bases with another walk. That one's going to hit Graham. And so he will load the bases. Ouachita now. Peak opportunity to give themselves some insurance with another run here in the 7th. Head coach Ryan Bowen going out to talk to the umpire. And now the umpire, he's going to go meet with his associates. Still no action in the Ranger bullpen. But with the umpires meeting, that's going to bring in all the runners on base. They're going to talk it over with head coach Luke Howard. And after a quick meeting, umpires are going to run back out to their positions, and very soon we'll see the runners run back out to the bases. Big position here for Toborg. He finds himself in a pinch with one out on the board. And head coach Ryan Bowen, a tremendous amount of confidence in his senior pitcher. He still hasn't signaled a move in the bullpen whatsoever. And so they're going to leave Toborg out there despite his 2 walks and loading of the bases.
Now batting designated hitter, Jackson Jester.
And now here's the native of Pottsboro, Texas, Jackson Jester. The freshman, he's picked up a hit so far today, looking to replicate that action to pick up an RBI and bring a runner home. Jester, he's going to bunt that one. And the sacrifice is going to bring 2 home. The shiftiness on the base paths brings Nowell and Scott home for 2 runs. And that is what you call a sneaky setup by Jackson Jester. He bunts it off to the left side, makes the slow jog out to first base. And the low effort play by Northwestern Oklahoma State is going to leave them completely distracted from the 2 runners coming home. And now Ouachita, they take a 3-score lead here in the 7th. McWilliams, he'll get a piece of it, popping it up into the infield. It will go foul, but credit the catch that time by catcher Chase Gordon. And that is going to signal the end of the inning. Ouachita scores twice on a sneaky play, and they lead 4-1 heading into the 8th here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, presented by Taylor King Law.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019.
That's Sandra, that's Jorge, and this is number 28, Colby Grace. He'll be leading off the inning for Northwestern Oklahoma State, followed up by Harley Schaefer and Dylan Bradford for the Rangers. Ouachita, they give themselves a 3-run cushion following that last frame. And now Northwestern Oklahoma State will look to battle themselves out of the hole here. Chase Oberle, he'll stay up on the mound. This will be his 8th inning of work. Umpire going to signal that one foul. Plenty of action in the Tiger bullpen, most notably Tag Paco getting that arm warmed up. Paco, one of the more notable closers in the GAC. Oberle, that one will miss, low and outside. Oberle, he'll find the top corner of the zone that time, and we're up to a full count, 3-2. Oberle, payoff pitch. He'll swing and foul it off to the right side, and it's not playable. And Oberle, an excellent breaking ball that time. And that's the backwards K for the senior. He's up to 6 strikeouts on the game, moving up those GAC rankings. That'll be swung on and clipped off behind him. Swing and a miss. And Harley Schaefer out of the 9 hole. He'll have to battle back, 1-2 count for him. Oberle, that one will get loose of him. He'll get a piece of it. Reese McWilliams on it, and the catch is made at first by Kendall Cassidy. That's 2 outs So now one more to go as the lineup turns over. Here's Dylan Bradford. The Tiger defense has been the highlight today. No action since that second inning. Oberle, that one will go high. He'll find the inside corner. And if you're Coach Luke Howard, you've got a guy like Oberle who's staying in there up on the mound and really pitching a great game. There might be a world where you do keep him in the rest of this game, but it all depends upon the decision of Coach Howard. Oberle up to 86 pitches in the game as he'll foul that one off to the left side. Bradford, he'll foul that one off to the left side again. 0-2 here for the Rangers. And Oberle, that's another one in the inning. Give him the lucky 7 strikeouts in the game. And he's just pitched a masterclass today. Tigers lead with one more inning to go. And they'll head to the plate here on the bottom of the 8th following the break here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
I'm Sandra, this is Jorge, and we were adopted in 2019. I remember when they first came to us, Michael was already a teenager. The whole cliche of they're so lucky to have you guys, and it's the other way around. They have changed our family for the better. They chose to love us. They didn't have to. They chose us. Family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org.
On campuses nationwide, the NCAA is making transformative changes for student athletes. While they pursue their biggest dreams, we're launching new initiatives to help them. Life-changing education opportunities are just the start. The NCAA is providing enhanced mental health services. We're guaranteeing scholarships and tuition and expanding access to healthcare. Visit ncaa.org/change to learn more.
Dawson Toborg, he'll go up to the mound for his second inning of work. And possibly final inning of work if in the next frame Northwestern cannot tie or take the lead.
Left fielder Austin Gathright.
Austin Gathright will go up against the senior pitcher. Austin Gathright earlier was the run that would take the lead 2-1. Toborg, he finds the top corner of the zone. Gathright, that one's going to go off the legs of Toborg, but an excellent recovery that time by Schaefer, and he's going to make the throw at first.
Now batting the catcher, Joseph Boland.
After the throw out at first, here's Joseph Boland. He was the man that would bring in the game-leading run. Toborg, 0-1 pitch. That one will go high for him. Bolin, he'll hold up wisely, as that one will go too far to the inside and low. Toborg, here's the 2-1 pitch. And that one's going to lock him up on the inside. So now 2 strikes, 2 balls in the count. Advantage Rangers. And he'll go upstairs and miss on the swing as Joseph Bolin, he'll walk back to the dugout on the strikeout. That's the first for Toborg today.
Right fielder, Cade Bowman.
And much needed for the Rangers. Now Bowman with 2 outs on the board. He'll hope to make something happen and prolong this inning. That one, it's got some power, but it's going to land just shy and land on the batting complex. It'll land just shy of the bullpen for Northwestern. Finds it on the inside. 0-2 count here for Bowman. Most likely will look to swing. That'll go low and outside. And he'll lock him up on the breaking ball as Bowman will head back to the dugout. Toborg, he gets 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that sets up a final 9th where Northwestern will look to make the comeback. They trail by 3 heading into the break on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
At Berry & Turnage, we specialize in bringing the law to your corner. We are dedicated to understanding what results you want and to helping you understand what actions we can take on your behalf. With over 30 years of experience and a proven track record of success, Berry & Turnage is here to lead you down a path to the results you need. We will work with you every step of the way to make sure that you understand the choices you are making and feel empowered to make them. Berry & Turnage. Serious injuries require serious attorneys.
Chase Oberle still up on the mound for the Tigers. He's up to 92 pitches with that last one, the senior. A spectacular outing for him today, relinquishing that 1 run in the 2nd inning, and so far has kept Northwestern scoreless in that one. It's going to get down fair, deep into right field. And you've got to credit that time for Northwestern. Number 31, Carson Wright. Now Connor Green out of the 3-hole will look to continue off that success. Green moving into scoring position, and now Luke Howard. He's going to go meet with his pitcher, Oberle. And with that being the second mound visit of the day, that's going to be the day for Oberle. And, going into this 9th inning, Oberle an excellent day, but at this point it's a very crucial part of this game. Tigers looking to go up 1-0 into Friday. So now Oberle, after what has been a spectacular afternoon, he's going to make way for Tag Paco, one of the top relief pitchers in the conference. We'll talk a little bit more about him after the break here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Tag Paco, he'll take to the mound.
For the Tigers now on the mound, number 23, Kaiser Smith.
Excuse me, Paco actually will stay in the bullpen. That'll be Kaiser Smith taking to the mound for Ouachita. So with Kaiser Smith, one of the top pitchers on this team, heading out to the mound, we'll talk a little bit about him on the season. He's got a 5.96 ERA. He's picked up a massive 53 strikeouts on the year. In winning decisions, he's got 1 win and 2 losses. And he's allowed 58 hits. He's pitched 51 1/3 innings. And so we'll see what he does here today. Smith, he's been mainly a starting pitcher for this Ouachita team, but now pitching in relief. Excuse me, my earlier mistake. The reason why I thought that it was Tag Paco running out is because he is the most common relief pitcher for this Ouachita team. But instead, Kaiser Smith, the usual Game 3 starter for Ouachita, will actually make the appearance. But definitely not relinquishing any talent whatsoever. Smith, one of the better pitchers in the conference as well. And Smith, following these warm-up pitches, he'll go up against, for Northwestern, the 3 and the 4 holes. Still no outs on the board. And now following the break, he's got Connor Green.
Batting for the Rangers, first baseman Connor Green.
The freshman out of La Habra, California, transferred from Citrus Community College. He'll go up against Smith here. That one will go low and inside. Runner on second for Northwestern. And Smith, that one will go high and outside. Two-0 pitch, and Smith, the fastball will go right down the middle, and now it's 2-1. The breaking ball, that one's going to be put out towards the left side of the field. And the grab is made, and they'll keep the runner on second.
Right fielder, Chad Green.
Credit Austin Gathright on the grab. That'll be his first put out of the afternoon. Now here's Chad Green. Tigers 2 outs away here. For Northwestern, the game-tying run on deck. And Smith, he'll start off 3-0 as that one misses outside. Looking for the battle back here. .30 pitch. And Smith right down the middle on the fastball. And if our counter is true, that's 98 miles per hour. Not sure if he's pitching major league numbers, but if he did, what an impressive pitch for the sophomore. And Smith, that one will miss low and outside. That's going to put another runner on base. And head coach Dave Brown, he'll go out and talk to the sophomore pitcher. Starting to see some swiftness in that Tiger bullpen as now another pitcher warming up. This is just the first meeting at the mound, so definitely, most likely, I don't want to jinx myself there, but most likely no changes yet. Just one out, so 2 more to go.
Pitch hitting for Northwestern, number 6, Paul Sechin.
And now substitution in the lineup here is Paul Sechin. Sechin for Northwestern. Sechin, the senior out of Scottsdale, Arizona, transfer from South Mountain Community College. Smith 1-0 pitch, it'll go inside. And that's going to be the day for Kaiser Smith. Just gets a third of an inning under his belt, and you see his body language there, not happy about it. And that's going to bring out the next pitcher in relief for Ouachita. Making the run out there will be Luke House. And House, another one of the flagship pitchers for this Ouachita team. He'll have a chance to finish this one off for Ouachita following the break here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
If you want to win in every arena of college life, go D2. Make it yours.
Mid-major. And welcome back to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Luke House up on the mound. And House, another flagship pitcher for this team. And he'll look to get the final 2 outs here. Coach Luke Howard pulling out all the stops to pick up this win. And there you see that excellent drone footage. The grass looks much greener on that camera than it does here live from Rab Rogers Field, but it is very, very beautiful in Arkadelphia, Arkansas today. Looking at House on the season, he has been excellent as well. He's got a 5.03 ERA. He's pitched 59 innings, allowed 63 hits, picked up 58 strikeouts. House standing at 6'5". a tower among men. Two-0 pitch. Puts it in the bottom of the zone. He'll make contact with it, but it'll curve into the Ouachita bullpen. That one had a good chance of going down, but credit the spin on the ball there. Paul Sachin. 2-2 count. House, the breaking ball will get loose that time, and now it's a full count. Payoff pitch here. And the fastball will go low, and the bases are loaded for House. Ouachita, they've still got some action in that bullpen if needed. Tag Payco getting some warm-up pitches. Ouachita running through all of their top pitchers today. House typically the Game 2 starter for this Ouachita team. That's a swing and a miss. What a deceptive pitch by House. That one will hit the bottom, and it'll miss low. That one will go low for House. The game-tying run on base now for Ouachita. Northwestern trying to pick up a win here. House finds the zone in the middle. 2-2 count. He'll make contact. Now he's got to run forward for it. And they're going to say he made the catch. And not quite, actually. It's going to hit the ground. Now looked like he might have possibly made the catch from here, but it's going to bounce off the ground, and Northwestern. Game-tying run now on second base as they get one home. Just a tough break for the center fielder now. He's got to make quite the distance to make the grab, and that time just cannot get to it. And that's a swing and a miss for Gordon. Dangerous man to have at the plate for Northwestern. Coming into this one, he was batting .391 on the season. Gordon, he'll make contact with it. Here's McWilliams to Scott, and instead of the double play, he's going to take hold of it. Northwestern will move one run closer to tying it up.
Now batting third baseman Colby Grace.
The Tigers just one out away here, but the Rangers on a roll with runners on first and third. Any bit of contact on the ball that goes down most likely will bring the runner in, but with two outs, no sacrifices can happen here. Here's Colby Grace. House, the breaking ball finds the zone. Grace, he's already racked up a hit to go with an RBI today. That one will go low. Tagpaco still getting some throws, but with less urgency here. And the breaking ball beautifully hits the outside of the zone. One more to go here for House. And guarding the plate along with the game, Colby Grace just barely makes contact off to the left side into foul territory. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. House one away from putting this game away. And the breaking ball just barely misses the zone. Crowd thought he had this one on ice, but instead, full count. Something has to give. Either the game or loaded bases. And that's a swing and a miss. Luke House is going to finish it off here from Rab Rogers Field. The Rangers just nearly able to come from behind and tie the score. But the junior giant able to finish this one off and give the Tigers win 1 of the 3-game series. Senior Luke House, the native of Decatur, Texas. Excellent pitching performance, but you've also got to credit Chase Oberly, the man who got us here in the first place. That was 8 innings of play for him, and started off the 9th, but before Kaiser Smith and Luke House would take over and finish the job. So your final score here in Game 1, Ouachita 4, Northwestern Oklahoma State 3. This has been Isaac Bourne, alongside directors Gavin Wallace, Chloe Velleman, and Priscilla Leverett, along with a plethora of other OSDN workers. We want to say thank you for tuning in today. Make sure to tune in tomorrow for the doubleheader, where Northwestern will come right back here and try to salvage the series. But for now, this has been Isaac Bourne. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Hi, everybody. This is John Fanta with Fox Sports and the Big East Digital Network.
Hi, this is Brad Sham, voice of the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Craddock of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
Hi, this is Chuck Swirsky with the Chicago Bulls, our flagship station, 670 The Score.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN. This is Tom Hart at ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.